celebrating great moments of Bayelsa 25. It is now history that the collective efforts of all in the quest for the creation of Bayelsa State, the only homogeneous Ijaw state located in the heart of the Niger Delta region of Nigeria, eventually paid off on the 1st of October 1996. The journey to this special moment of creation on the 1st of October 1996 from the Old River State by late General Sani Abacha was as a result of consistency, sustained agitation, reasonable demand, and lobby by the founding fathers whose tenacity and unwavering actions have remained legendary and evergreen in the history of Bayelsa State.
The eve of October 1st, 1996, I couldn't sleep that night. So the following morning, as early as 7, we gathered before the television, and the first state to be announced was Bayelsa State.
In an array of unknown but celebrated foot soldiers. It is indeed great to cheer that the people of Bayelsa State are eternally appreciative of the sacrifices and courage of all the founding fathers and mothers. In the various reminiscences of the founding fathers from pre-independence as recorded by Nigerian history, issues of neglect, marginalization, quest for development, and political inclusiveness were recurring concerns, hence the need to have an autonomous state that would be a rallying point for the Ijaw nation, unarguably the fourth largest ethnic group in the country.
We needed an homogeneous Ijaw state, which was achieved. We are still looking for more. That's why some call it the Jerusalem of the Ijaw land. If you take it from that perspective, understandably, we've achieved something.
And we have been going on until today. Not too bad. We have our problems, mistakes, and so on. But generally, I think we have probably done better than a lot of other states.
Bayelsa State derived its name from the acronyms of the three former local government areas of Brass, Yenagoa, and Sagbama in the then River State, with Yenagoa metropolis as the state capital.
And when Sani Abacha made the pronouncement, we did not spend 1 hour extra in River State. We took off to come and settle here with the mosquitoes and the snakes. It was a forest. Today you can see where I am. I am comfortable. I was putting up with a family, the Gwegwes.
25 years later, the feeling and excitement that greeted the formal live broadcast of the creation is still very fresh in the memories of an average Ijaw man or woman. A feeling of freedom and eventual recognition of the special place of the people and their identity in the Nigerian nation. It was an American author, Augustine Mandimo, who said in a quote that I am convinced that the greatest legacy we can leave our children are happy memories. The news of the creation of Bayelsa State is thus etched in our minds and has remained fresh in the memories of every Ijaw compatriot.
You knew Yenagoa before the creation. See that there was just this narrow road, that takes you to the end of the town. But now the town has spread out. You see a lot of private development going on, and these are things that have happened within this period, and we're all very grateful to God.
From the pioneering efforts and leadership of the first military administrator, late Navy Captain Philip Ayeni, to retired CP Abu Daura, then retired Navy Captain Caleb Olubolade, a retired Lieutenant Colonel Paul Edobi, and followed by the 5 civilian governors, late Chief DSP Alamieseya, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, Chief Timipur Silva, Senator Henry Seriake Dixon, and incumbent Governor Doyediri.
Bayelsans, we need to come together and we need to support leaders. We don't have to run down leaders so that they can give us their best.
Bayelsa has moved many steps forward in human and infrastructural development in different sectors since creation 25 years ago.
1996, 98, 7, 98, 99, I actually traveled to Bayelsa State from Benin City where I was lecturing at Uniban. When I came here at that time, you couldn't even see more than 2-3 vehicles. Houses, where are the houses? But that today, just after 25 years, Bayelsa State is having a city of its own.
Take, for instance, Yenagoa. Yenagoa was a local government headquarters. I come from this local government. This has been my local government headquarters. I came to see Yenagoa as the headquarters of my local government, but it was just a small community, very tight community. But today, you can see where Yenagoa is. This place we are in, where the government house is, used to be just a Sandfield, Niger Delta Basin Development Authority area. But today, look at what we have.
And looking back, God has brought us a long way. We've been favored with so many things. Our leaders too have done fairly well. Some have even done exceptionally well. Today, perhaps the biggest feat is that you can fly out and into Bayelsa from Bayelsa.
Only recently, the first airport in the heart of Ijaw land, Bayelsa International Airport, commenced commercial operations. Bayelsa State has indeed moved many steps forward. It is a thing of pride that a son of Bayelsa State, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR, within this period occupied the highest political position in the country as president.
Well, we thank God he became president. Today we have a federal university. Who would have ever dreamt of it? Federal university in Bayelsa State, and a very standard one for that matter. Through his effort, we remain very grateful to him.
Many may consider Bayelsa State small geographically. The state represents an economic resource center of Nigeria because of a huge deposit of oil and gas which has sustained the nation for many years. Bayelsa is a state of many giants in human and natural resources with huge potential in agriculture. Christian, the glory of all lands, and Jerusalem of Ijaw nation. Bayelsa State is the epic center of Ijaw civilization and culture. The state has become home to all Ijaw people worldwide. Today, a government of prosperity under Governor Doyediri has continued to sustain the legacies of the founding fathers and exploring the potentials, values, and ideals of the Ijaw nation to make a greater Bayelsa State.
It's not yet Uhuru, it's not yet El Dorado, but we are surely on the course to get into the destination that the founding fathers set out to get to when they struggled for the creation of the state. We will get there.
Taking a peek into the future, Bayelsa State has a lot of promises and it is currently being led by a committed leader who also played very active roles in its creation. And so, a passionate Governor Diri is leading the state with sheer enterprise on a route of prosperity to birth a new Bayelsa, united for common purpose to achieve an enviable future.
25 years of creation of Bayelsa State is a unique occasion, unique especially for the fact that the current governor is a product of the creation of Bayelsa State. He was part and parcel of those who clamor, who work hard to see that a state like this, an homogeneous state, is being created. and having created a lot of difficulties, so many difficulties were being faced because it was like a virgin land. From nowhere, a state was created. So the issue of development has been a cardinal challenge to governor after the other. But in particular, the current governor is a product of the struggle because he understands the terrain. He has considered the development of this state as one of the top priorities.
Yes, Bayelsa State might not be where we all expected it to be, but certainly the state, and particularly the capital Alagoa, is definitely not where it was many years ago in terms of infrastructural development. Memories, they say, are special moments that tell our story. The story of Bayelsa State is uniquely positive and gives refreshing inspiration to the younger generation to take up the drive aimed at sustaining this tradition of progress.
Though we are not yet where we desire to be, we are, however, not where we used to be. I therefore urge you to continue to pray for your leaders, for the peace of the land, and support this prosperity administration so that we can together build the Bayelsa of our dreams.